Welcome to Super Smoke Bros Podcast. Four teachers fueling our passion for smoking foods, one smoke at a time. Discussing step by step recipes, successes, failures, and everything else that we fire up. The bros will be interviewing celebrity pitmasters and your everyday backyard barbecue titans. Cheers to a new episode and smoke on, my friends. Welcome back, our fans. This is episode 3 of season 2. We have Brian Berlin and Colin Sheehan, and I'm so excited. I'm like super nervous right now. When this gentleman responded to me, I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm like texting everyone. I just couldn't believe it. My heart's like racing still right now. I'm like, I'm so giddy. So I'm gonna give this gentleman an introduction. I hope it meets his status here. Al Frugoni is a renowned pit master and culinary expert, celebrated for his mastery of open fire cooking. With a passion for grilling and smoking, he has become a leading figure in the world of barbecue and outdoor cooking. Hailing from Argentina, Al brings a unique perspective to the American barbecue scene. His fusion of Argentine grilling techniques with classic American barbecue styles has captivated food enthusiasts worldwide. Whether he's smoking a brisket, grilling a steak, or preparing a whole hog, Al's dedication to flavor and technique is evident in every dish. Beyond his culinary skills, Al is also a passionate educator. He shares his knowledge and expertise through various platforms, including social media and live demonstrations. His engaging personality and down-to-earth approach have made him a beloved figure in the barbecue community. We welcome the Godfather of open fire barbecue to Super Smoke Bros, Mr. Al Frugoni. Welcome, Al. Thank you for
Thank you.
joining us.
That was pretty impressive, man. Thank you.
I
That was
appreciate it.
that was good.
Yeah, AI can help you out a little bit sometimes. But we're going to start rocking and rolling with questions right away. And I believe,
Sure.
Colin, you're up first.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Colin
Thank you
Sheehan.
for having me first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming here. I'm super excited, like the block you said. So I'll get this started. So the three of us and Brian Peterson, who wasn't able to be on this with us tonight, we all have our unique journey with outdoor cooking, open fire cooking, smoking, whatever it may be. And people like you and others have helped us get to where we are with what we've seen with you on social media and what have you. So who are some of the people that helped you along the way, and what led you to your journey to where you are now?
Oh, wow, yes. And I'm in the same boat, right? I learn every day and I feed a lot from other influencers, other creators. Uh, Even now, right? I love to watch everybody. I follow as much creators I can. I get inspired, I learn a lot, and before I was posting, I could say Derek Wolf from Over the Fire Cooking. He because he's the more similar to my style. Uh, he was a big inspiration for me. Like I can do that. I can make my videos, right?
Hmm.
And also the YouTubers, because when I moved to the US, um, when I start coming to Texas, it's a long story, my story, but I don't want to bore you with that. But when I started, like, my life with the past 24 years has been between Texas and Argentina, right? So when I started to come to Texas very often, I started falling in love with smoking because in Argentina we don't smoke at all. So for me, it was everything new. So I got very like intrigued about it. So I started like trying to learn, right? So I was watching a lot of Malcolm Reed,
Hmm.
later Jeremy Oder, right, from Mad Scientist, and
Hmm.
I think those guys were my biggest inspiration, right? And I love the videos. I love the fact that they educate too, right? I'm more like that kind of style, because I think creators some creators are like great entertainers and some creators are great educators, right? So I'm leaning more. Both things are great because we need both things, but I think I lean in more educational part. So I love all these creators that actually. Well, again, I like everything, right? I like the creativity. Right? Like Max the Meat Guy. He's crazy guy. I love it. I love his content, right? How he experiment with stuff. Uh, I, I don't know. To respond to the question, everybody inspires me. Like even small accounts. So my friends cooking is always. If you're open to learn and to grow, I think you have to learn from everybody.
I can't agree more. Yeah.
Cool.
So, yeah, I mean, to keep going, like, what I love about barbecue is that there's just so many different methods to utilize and techniques, and everybody has their own little tweaks and secrets, and that's like the fun part about like sharing all those little things, and we've all of us have especially learned a lot from each other even. But do you have any other like methods other than open fire that you enjoy barbecuing?
Yeah, well, smoking I like a lot. I'm not good at it, so I kind of like that. I get frustrated sometimes. I think smoking is way more difficult than open fire. People think that it's the opposite, but it's not. Uh, yes, I can do decent food, but it's not like something that I can be proud of, right? Or when I do a brisket, it's like I nail it and I said, oh, yes, now I know. Got it, finally got it. And then the next one is not that good, and it's like, fuck. So it's kind of like smoking. I really like smoking. Of course, open fire, and also I like. I had because a contract that I had with a client, they sent me a Blackstone, and
Oh,
those
yeah.
things are pretty fun.
Yeah.
They grill.
Oh yeah.
Those guys. I like. Listen, I like to cook on anything. Sometimes people wanna like, this debate between offset and pellet grills, and all this, the drama going on. So people they try to make me say bad things about pellet because I'm kind of the open fire guy, right? And I love pellet grills. I don't have, and I don't know. I never owned one. I never had it, but I think they're great, man. I think that they're great. My neighbor has one, and I think he does the best brisket uh, that I tried. So he used a pellet grill. So I'm a fan of every types of cooking outdoor, right? I'm not a fan of uh, fast food. That's the only thing. But if you want to go out there, just feed your family, feed your friends, right? Cook for them. For me, that's
Yeah,
perfect. That's what it's all about.
for
Awesome.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a session last year on like the pellet grill because Colin and I both have pellet grills, our smokers, and Brian doesn't, but I have the offset too as well, and it's just like barbecue's barbecue, and it's an art. It's fun to do. So
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I have a story for you guys, and this is the video is actually live on YouTube, but like a year ago, I was here at the content house, we call it, here in Comfort. We started like Jeremy Yoder was here, and Chad's Brad from Chad's Barbecue was here, and then well, a lot of the guys from Embers TV, they were here. So Carlos Bradley, um, they did a YouTube video in collaboration, and Carlos cooked a brisket on the pellet grill in a camshaft, and Jeremy cooked on an offset on a meal scale that we have here. And then they cook it the same seasoning, same piece of meat, and then they cover Brad's eyes, and they make them try it, and he picked the pellet grill. Like he had to answer which one is the best and which one do you think it was cooked on the offset.
really,
So that video, I think, is in Jeremy's channel. So you
I'll have
guys
to check
can
that
go
out.
and
Yeah.
check it out. That's what shows you, right? That it's no debate. It's how you cook it and how you season it, right?
Yeah,
For sure.
for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. Um, yeah, that's a great story, Al. I'm gonna check that out for sure.
Yeah.
So, Al, what is one thing that the amateur pit masters, that view you like we do, we follow you, we view your channel, we see you educating the people and all this great stuff. I loved your rib video you posted the other day with like not tearing the skin off the back. That was awesome. And
Oh, okay.
but you know, what do like the people don't see that maybe happens on your social media videos or when it comes to open fire?
What do you mean? Like
Like, what are some things maybe that happen behind the scenes that you might not see in the videos?
Well, yeah, that a lot of things happen in the videos. That's why I, I started my YouTube channel not long ago, and I
Mm-hmm.
absolutely love YouTube because it gives me the time to explain,
Yeah.
right? Because why I didn't take the membrane off, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
in a reel or in a TikTok, it's the amount of time
Yeah.
that you can explain, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna help the algorithm because people are gonna start, because you didn't give the whole explanation. People are start wondering and asking, right, or
Yeah.
fighting about it. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happening that I wanna, again, because of my style, I wanna I wanna tell, and comment
Mm-hmm.
that we can't put because we don't have enough time. And I don't know. I have to say that I'm pretty decent cook. I just like do. It's not like I do cool videos, so we don't fucked up a lot of meat. Like some, like every now and then we cook something that is like,
Yep.
but that doesn't happen very often.
No.
But when that happens, you just put the face, the
Yep.
camera. But no, but it's good. It's good. That event the video that you're mentioning is like in an event, so I love doing events. That's my favorite
Mm-hmm.
part of this. The job is just going out there and cook for people, and
Yeah.
and that's what I really love to do, cooking.
Yeah. It comes through on your videos for sure. It does.
Oh, cool. Yeah. No, we really enjoy it. We talk, and then I cook with my son and his friends, and my friends. So it's basically it's I don't know. I'm blessed that I can do that and get paid.
Yeah.
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 All right. Earlier, earlier you mentioned plenty of people that you follow and people that have inspired you and that you've kind of learned from. Is there, and you've mentioned like the educational side of it. So, do you have any advice for somebody that is new getting into this, and maybe some other creators that are more so on the educational side, that somebody that's just getting into, that you would advise them to follow or watch, or just any advice for somebody just getting into this?
I would say I would say it's gonna sound cheesy, but it's true. You try to be yourself. Don't try to copy anybody else, right? And I think the most difficult part of every content creator is that, right? Find their style,
Mhm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the biggest challenge, right? And I think you find your style when you start posting and being yourself. There's something in social media that I really like. That is like is bullshit is not allowed, right? It's like
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying like people can read the bullshit, right? If you're trying to
Yep.
be somebody that you're not, that's not gonna work, right? Eventually, it's not gonna work. It's gonna die. And I know it's hard because it's so much people doing content. So for a small account to grow, right, and to grow fast, right, it's very difficult. You have to be very consistent. Is you have to take it like if you really want to grow your account, you have to take it as a job,
Mm-hmm.
right? You have to keep. I call it the hamster wheel, right? You have to keep posting, posting, posting.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and try to be yourself, find your style, and also what it helps is interact, right? Interact with a lot of the other creators,
Mm-hmm.
commenting in other posts. Start building that community. What I call e-friends,
That's
right?
good. Yeah.
Comment in their posts,
Yep.
DM them. And then that's gonna be your core group of guys that you support each other, right? You do collabs and build it from there, right? Some
Yep.
people some people are better doing, like cooking. Some people are super good at cooking, but they can't film, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or the video content is like you can tell that I love those guys, but they're big, they have big accounts, but the filming, shit,
Yeah.
but it's like I like those guys. Or the opposite, right? You see some guys, some new guys. I don't remember the names now, but there's some new guys that they're like the quality of the videos are spectacular, right? And then they have a thousand followers, right? I would say to these guys, keep doing, right? Keep doing what you do.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Um, and recommending, I don't know, man. There's so many there to. I don't know. I That's a very difficult question, and I don't know
No
the
problem.
answer.
No.
Mhm.
Well,
Great
maybe
answer.
this one. So I'm
Wow, that means a lot. Honestly, it means a lot. It's crazy. It's crazy the feeling that you have when somebody share a picture with you or they buy a grill because he saw you or you're replying
Mm-hmm.
to a recipe and I never get used to. I love it every time.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're gonna show me your cook, I'm gonna, if you DM me your cook, I'm gonna respond, right? It's like
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I take on Instagram, right? Everything else, I'm not even opening. But on
Yeah.
Instagram is the only platform that I actually interact. But no, it's amazing. It's amazing because again, this is the country that me and my wife, we choose to live here, right? We didn't come like out of necessity, right? So we, after living in Argentina with her, my wife is American, so we decided to finally move here. So we decided to live in this
Mhm.
country because we love this country. We absolutely like it. So for me, being in the country that I love and be able to share my passion, my culture, show the
Mm-hmm.
people here where I'm from and see that people are interested in that is mind blowing. Again, like I said before, I feel like I'm blessed, right? And To
Mm-hmm.
to to be that possibility, right?
Yeah.
Or people when they're cooking vacíos, dude. I was cooking vacíos, like so. I was like, oh yes, the Argentinization of
Yep.
the colonization of America. Yeah.
Oh, great answer. Great answer. So, you see, we see you all over social media, Al. You have
Mhm.
alfragoni.com, which I was looking at, and I have a couple, I'm not going to lie, there's a couple of things I'm like debating on buying. And, but you see it everywhere on social media. Can you give the listeners some insight on, you kind of did already, on your rise from, just, doing what you love to this super influencer and your own brand of grills, your own website, your own rubs, all those types of things?
Right. Well, a little story. I'm an entrepreneur, right? I still have businesses in Argentina. I always like to um, doing different businesses, right?
Mm-hmm.
I started something. I like to have a lot of partners, or not a lot, but I like to partner with people. So that's what I did all my life. And actually, when COVID hit, I was like, all my business weren't shut down, and I started to talk to this guy before COVID, the guy from the Fogus Grills,
Mm-hmm.
right? So because I really, really, I wanted to buy a grill from him. I didn't want to be partner, but then we kept talking, and the fact being an entrepreneur and the fact that he told me the story on how he built his company out of Instagram. This is what
Mm-hmm.
they call it, an Instagram native. Actually, he was a rugby player, right?
Yeah.
Amateur rugby player,
Mm-hmm.
and he built his grill in his backyard. The wagon. Now we have like 30 brands doing the same grill, but
Yeah.
he welded himself. He invented. He took it to the club. In rugby they have like a tercer tiempo, third half. So they eat and people start posting about it. Look at this grill, look at this grill, and people start like hitting him, like I want to buy one, I want to buy one. And the guy was explaining, no, listen, I don't sell this. This is something that I did. And he told me on the question number 30, I said, okay, I'll send you a quote tomorrow. So he started like that. So then he built so that story, me as an entrepreneur, that story like fascinated me, like how
Mm-hmm.
how powerful is social media, right? So when COVID hit, I said, listen, send me some. So he sent me some grills, and he told me some points about how to film, right?
Mm-hmm.
He helped me a lot how to film. So I started posting. I started posting right away. And I didn't know I have this talent that I do cool videos.
Yeah.
I didn't. I don't know if I can cook. I can do cool videos. So,
I think you
but
can do both.
nothing else to do. I was cooking all the time, and I remember that my kids were young and they helped me to build it. I didn't have any Facebook. I was like, before COVID, I was, that guy that asks, hey, are you on Facebook? And you get mad. No, I don't have that shit.
Yeah.
I was the guy. I was that guy on 2019. Um, so then my kids helped me to make the accounts, right? Actually, remember my daughter, she was 10 at the time. She's like, Dad, you have to post on TikTok. And I literally said, what is TikTok? And then I remember I did the videos, we cook and I edit, and then they posted, and my daughter started posting on TikTok, and that was extremely fast. I think I got in the right at the perfect moment, when everybody was, because at the beginning of TikTok you have millions of people watching and not enough creators, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everything, trust me, guys, everything that I posted went viral. It was stupid. Like every shit that I posted was very viral. Not even good videos. So that was kind of like it started blowing up, and Instagram took a little more, but then we started selling grills, and then I said to myself, when I started like selling grills and having all these followers, then I said, shit, this could be a business, right? So then I learned the wrong way that you can't stop posting, right? Because we went on vacation, I remember, and I didn't post for 3 weeks, and my accounts went to shit, and then and when you tie your account with a business, right?
Yeah.
The no views represents no sales, right? So it's not like a ego thing. It's like so. So then I started. I took it like a job, and I said, okay, I'm gonna do this. I called my partners in Argentina. I said, listen, guys, I have this opportunity. I'm gonna be very focused on this. So, have patience. And then I started and then I said to myself, if I can sell a $2,000 grill, what if I have a $10 product? And then I came out with my chimney mix. But actually, my chimney, when I invented my chimney, remember I told you when I came to Texas and I started smoking.
Yep.
So when I started smoking, I started creating wraps, and I wanted to start fusioning flavors. That's why between what I do, right? I started way before I start posting. I wanted to fusion flavors, so I said, what if I do a dry chimichurri and put it in a pulled pork? And then I did it, and it was pretty good. So I kept doing it a lot. And one time I remember I did a bunch of chimichurri, and I had leftovers, and I said, "What should I throw it away?" And I said, it's not that you smoke pork butts, every week. So I said, I don't know if I keep it. And then I said, what if I put vinegar and oil? And then I tried it. So, oh shit, this is good. And then I remember we used to make a batch and a big batch and have it there always in the kitchen. And then when this happened, I need to bottle this. And then who helped me a lot, and he became a super good friend till today, is Mike from Blazing Star. He played a big role in that. Helped me building my brand and where to, because in my entrepreneur head I was checking the insurance, the co-partners, the this and that, where to the label, and Mike told me, no, dude, just buy the bottles here, the labels here, mix it yourself. And I said, but I can't do it. Is that legal? You don't know. Just try it, make it yourself, and if it works, you.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, cool. So that's what I started to do, make it myself.
Cool.
Right. Awesome.
Awesome story.
All right.
So
So
that was the mask season was on, right? So we have a lot of we mixing those fights, and we put 10 masks because not to sneeze. That was a fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so we've talked a lot about barbecue so far. Obviously, we're all barbecuers here. But do you have any favorites that you like to prepare or eat that may not be associated with barbecue that you maybe wouldn't post, but just something you enjoy behind the scenes?
Oh yeah, a lot of things. Yeah, a lot. Yeah, I like one. My favorite food is I think in English it's called cottage pie. It's like a shepherd's pie, but
Mm-hmm.
made with beef and not with lamb.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
We call it in Argentina. We call it pastel de papa. So that's one of my favorite foods, and I like the pasta. A lot of people don't know, but in Argentina we have a lot of Italian heritage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Frugoni. So we
Mm-hmm.
have
Frugoni.
I think 67% of Argentinians we have somehow some Italian in it. So
Oh, wow.
so we have a lot of Italian food like pasta, pizza. We eat a lot of that.
Oh,
Milanesas. So I like that too. I miss the pizza from Argentina.
no.
I don't like the pizza here. Sorry, guys. I
That's all
love
right.
it,
That's
but
all right.
No problem.
that's one of the few things that I really miss, like a good bread or pizza.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Imagine
why I
that.
make the beef crust pizza. That's why I make that.
Yeah.
So speaking of bad dishes, have you ever had a dish you were like really excited to make, but then had like an epic failure? Like, what did you learn from it? I always tell the story of the first time I made my brisket, smoked my brisket, and it ended up like beef jerky when it was done. It was just dry. It was like a solid rock, you know. And I always say, good thing, my family loves beef jerky because we probably had about 20 pounds of it after that day. But is there anything that you're really excited to make, or any failure story that you learned a lot from that you could share with us?
Well, I have to agree with the brisket, right? Like, I think the brisket and having a Texan wife, she never, I was never so good for her, right? She's always like, she was my worst critic, right? She's
Yeah.
so yeah, I would say brisket. I got some big failures
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm.
that, and then of course, like when you do open fire and drink at the same time, it's a very high, what I mean? It's a very
Recipe,
high.
yeah.
You're gonna overcook stuff, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
but yeah, no, again, I think in general people are like because of the comments I have and the questions I have, right? People are very, uh, I wouldn't say afraid to fail, or to not doing right? So I tell them like, dude, what's the worst thing you can do? You're gonna overcook it a little bit. You're still gonna eat it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, we pay so much money to eat shit in restaurants, right? Why? No,
Yeah.
it's like let's say you're gonna cook something, right? You
Yeah.
Yeah.
overcook the picanha. You're gonna eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Put chimichurri, fix everything, dude. That's it.
Right. There you go.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, and mainly in open fire, right? People are very attractive to open fire,
Mm-hmm.
but they at the same time are kind of intimidated,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mhm.
Again, I tell that people, dude, what's the worst thing is gonna happen, right? It's like nothing, and then you learn so much from each cook, right? The open fire is that, right? Once you cook something, you did it right or wrong, you're gonna learn so much, and those all those is like it's like riding a bicycle, right? You yeah, stick in your head, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
and again, sorry, you didn't ask me this, but I'm gonna keep going.
Go
No,
for
but
it. Go
Go
for it.
on, go ahead.
in in the U.S., a lot of the people, or the majority of the people that move or start open fire, is people that are coming from smoking, right, or doing other stuff, right? But people that are already are outdoor cooks, what I mean, in general speaking, right? But 90% of the people that coming from that to open fires, people that already know how to cook, they already understand protein, they already understand fire, how the heat reacts, and
Mm-hmm.
everything. So it's very easy, right? Um, Sometimes I had these big guys like Jeremy Yoder, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Al, you need to teach me how to." I don't need to, dude. I don't need to teach you. I need to give you like 5, 10 tips about open fire. But it's like you already know everything, right? It's like, and it's like that. So yeah, so I would say to people, just go ahead, try it, burn stuff, have fun,
Yep.
and you're gonna learn.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what, you're not gonna learn.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah. That's what I think. One of the things about barbecue, and I've ruined a lot of things, but then I learn from it, and I won't make that same mistake again. It's like anything in life, and that's one of the reasons I love barbecue so much.
Yeah, exactly. It's no wrong with barbecue. It's no
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
So, Al, can you tell our fans here, what is your all-time favorite thing to prepare? It doesn't have to be on the open fire. It can be on the open fire, but what is your favorite thing that you get excited to prepare?
I would say vacío. Vacío. Vacío is an Argentinian cut that is actually. I have several videos now, and now, can you believe it? There's a lot of meat markets and meat processors that are making it because I show them how.
Uh-huh.
So it's basically it's under the last rib here, right? You
Mhm.
go, well, people that are listening, it's under the below the rib. Go all the way to the spine. It's that triangle
Okay.
that contains three muscles, right? It's
Hmm.
like it's covered on membrane and fat, and it contains three muscles: the inside skirt, the flank, and the bavette. The bavette is also called how they call it here. They call it fajita meat, but yeah, bavette,
Hmm.
flap meat,
Flip.
right?
Hmm. Yep.
Flap, flank, and that's three muscles. Again, it's like a triangle. Probably it's like around 12 to 15 pounds
Hmm.
total, and then you cook that like that, exactly like you cut it from the half beef. You cook it like that, and that fat and membrane, I'm gonna protect the meat from drying out, and it's so fatty that basically what is happening is boiling
Oh.
inside,
Oh
right?
yeah.
And the moisture can get out. So it's I love to cook that. It's always a win, and people really like it. It's like it's a long cook. Open fire 4 hours is
Hmm.
considered a very long cook in open fire. So yeah, 4 or 5 hours. You take it slow.
I was
And whole animals too. I like to cook whole animals too. I love to cook picanhas.
mhm.
Picanhas are so forgiving. It's so
Yeah.
easy to cook. That fat cap there.
Yeah.
Tri-tips. I like to cook everything actually, man. I always I always get excited. Um,
I was
I remember when
what?
sometimes we were coming back from a event, right? Or like we travel. I don't know. We go to and we cook for 3 days straight, and then we come home, and then it's like me and the boys were doing an asadito, and my wife is, dude, you just came from cooking for 3 days straight. What are you doing? Well, like we like it. We're gonna cook, right? So
That's great. I heard I interviewed a guy out when I was out visiting my brother in Missoula, Montana, Big Sky Barbecue, and that was his favorite thing was that triangle. And he was explaining to me as Argentinian, and he was explaining it to me, and then it all came back to me when you're explaining it too as well. So that's
yeah,
something I try for sure.
yeah. Can we say brands? I know at a place that they buy it. They you can buy it online.
Oh, really? You can
It's
say whatever you like.
uh, Porter Road. I think they're up in I don't know what I think Kentucky.
Okay.
I was there making a video with Jeremy, and I met the owner and the butcher,
Uh-huh.
and they were doing a video with Jeremy. And then I told him, hey, do you know this cut? And I showed him how to cut it, and then we cook it right there. And the guy was like, "What?" So he started like selling it, and he's still selling it.
Oh, I want to order some.
And
Do
then
it. Yeah.
I want to try it out.
Porter Road,
Yeah.
and then you can buy it on Corte Argentino. There's the guys in Miami. They imported from Argentina.
Okay.
They got two. And here in San Antonio, around all the three meat markets here, I already told them to cut it. And you can buy it here too.
Okay.
And it's for on the from their perspective, right? It's a cut. Selling fat and membrane by the pound on cuts that they grind it, right? So
Mhm.
they got a lot of value, in a one piece, less labor
Mm-hmm.
because it's just like cut it like that, right? And then they
Yep.
sell fat.
Yeah.
So
Is
it's
that
a
the
good
Al
deal.
Frugoni cut? Is that what we'll call them?
Yeah, it's the same as the frog, right? The frugoni, the people call it the frugoni frog chicken, and I
Yeah.
was on the meetup. I was with with some influencers from Argentina, some creators, and they were saying in Spanish, "Dude, they think that you invented that frog." Like you son of a bitch, they think you created it. I never said it. Like people start calling it like that, right? It's like the Frugoni frog chicken. Yeah, but that's also mind blowing, right? When you do stuff that for you is so natural and so common, and then people freak out about it, it's like that's pretty cool too.
That is.
Yeah.
That is.
For sure. For sure. Okay,
Actually,
so
yeah, sorry, I did a video. I think we're gonna post it. I think we're gonna post it tomorrow. It's a 3-way to cut chicken. So I show it like
Oh, awesome.
it's the frog, spatchcock, and a new one.
Awesome.
Frog.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I haven't tried that. The way it looks like a
Doesn't have
frog
name.
yet.
Let's wait until I put a name.
I was watching one of your videos. It looked like, I think it was a turkey, and you did it that way. And I was the
yeah,
other day I was
frog
watching
turkey.
one.
Yeah, no, but the frog chicken was insane, guys. It was like, I don't know. Still, people tagging me, but that when it became viral. Actually, you know what? I did it like several times, like 4 times before, but it never like people are, oh, what a weird way to cut the chicken, but nothing, right? Like normal videos. But then Benny Kendrick, Kendrick Barbecue, the Traeger guy,
Yep.
he did it, and he said, I learned this from Frugoni, blah, 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 and he did it, and then became viral. Like,
Yeah.
he actually make it viral, and then
Yeah.
start making it, and they call it the Frugoni chicken, the Frugoni
Hey, that's all right. That's
and I
good.
think I reposted one of my videos because of that. The trend. I think we reposted one of my old videos, and people like, but it went like stupid viral. I remember somebody sent me a picture of a guy, right? Like a screenshot of an account of a guy doing on a big green egg doing I'm doing the frog chicken. He didn't tag me or anything, right? So I was like, and I said, who's that guy? I asked, and I said, dude, that's it's a NFL coach. Like, I don't remember who was, but he's like, dude, this is blah blah blah. This is an NFL coach for I don't know what team. He's doing the fucking frog chicken. And he put the frog chicken on the description.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
that is awesome.
Hold the score.
Oh, so we all know social media icon and open fire legend Al Frugoni in front of the camera. But what are some things that you like to do when you're not barbecuing? How do you keep yourself busy outside of this world?
Oh, I like fishing, hunting. I like outdoors a lot. I like fishing a lot. I was actually 2 weeks ago with my friend from Argentina in Key West.
Oh,
I like everything that is outdoor, man. Golf, hunting, fishing, all that kind of good
That's
stuff.
awesome.
Oh yeah.
You guys up there have good stuff, right?
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you fit right in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So my place in the world, my favorite place in the world is Patagonia. Patagonia is the south of Argentina and Chile, right? It's the tip of this, South America is like a triangle.
Yep.
So that triangle is Patagonia, and remember in the south hemisphere, south is cold, north is hot, right? So
Yep.
that's no, I don't think it's as cold as where you are, guys, but it's like, but it's we love to go there because the Andes is there, and you can go and we go every year, and we hunt for red stock. And now that my boys are older now, they're growing up, so I can take them too, and I love to do that, man. That's hunting trip with my boys is by far the best thing I like to do.
That's awesome.
Or fishing.
Special
Right?
times.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing compare.
Well, if you ever want to go hunting,
I'm going. Okay, I'm going to visit big cities with my daughter too.
oh yeah.
gonna be jealous.
Well, if you ever want to go hunting in the Upper Michigan, we have a cabin, so just let me know.
Oh, okay. I'm
Yeah,
down. I'm gonna I'm gonna call you for that,
yeah, you're more than welcome. So Al, our
Yeah.
next part of our segment here is what we call the sizzle round. And it's just like we have these
All right.
short little questions, and you just the first thing that comes to your mind, and if you have a story about it, go on and
Oh.
tell the story. If not, we just go to the next one. So there's no time limit to it as well, but just some kind of fun things to for our listeners to learn about you and when you're cooking or you're on the open pit. So, Colin, you want
All
to
right.
take it away?
All right. Favorite cut of meat to barbecue?
Yep.
Vacío or
Yeah.
vacío slash picanha.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite rub?
Salt or pepper.
Simple.
I like it.
Your favorite side dish to prepare?
Uh, I like veggies on directly on the coals.
Mm-hmm.
We call it rescoldo in Argentina. Is when you put it like on the coals, like potatoes, onions, bell peppers.
Mm-hmm.
I like that burnt,
Yep.
crust
Mm-hmm.
and the ashes too,
Yeah.
right? People sometimes in the videos say, "Oh, you're eating ashes." Yeah, dude, that's the best season,
Yeah.
right? I like burnt vegetables. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Favorite dessert using the pit or not using a pit?
Uh I don't. I don't have it. I'm not like a sweet guy. I don't like dessert. Let's put a glass of wine.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Good dessert.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's a grape. It's a fruit, right?
Yeah. 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 Preferred smoker or grill?
I like the Argentinian style grilling.
Mm-hmm.
There is a Santa Maria with a firebox in the side.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Do you have Al? Do you have a preferred smoking temperature?
I like hot and fast. I like whatever when you say like I can cook it from 225 to 250. I always like to go high.
Mm-hmm.
But no, again, I'm not an expert. So
Yeah.
probably people are doing like, oh shit.
Nope. Nope. It's all right.
Preferred wood to smoke with?
Can I expand here?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I like to cook. I like to smoke with pecan, but that's for smoking. For open fire, I like if I'm cooking like normal style, like traditional style in a Santa Maria, I like to use oak or any semi hardwood because in open fire, it's not about the flavor of the wood. It's about how it burns and mainly the embers that it's gonna create. Right? If you use like a fruit wood, like a apple wood, there's very light, and the ember is not gonna be. The first is gonna burn faster, and second, the ember is gonna be too small and it's gonna turn off very fast. So you always want to have like that's why I like post oak, live oak, all kinds of oak I like because it's gonna burn hot, but also it's gonna create a nice ember, nice healthy ember that is gonna last longer.
Strong
For
coals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 And for asador style, when you cook asador, right, that you cook with the angle,
Yes.
right, with the angle right, or the cross, I like mesquite. Mesquite here in South Texas also is a semi-hard wood, but it's more like oily. I don't know if that's a word, but it burns super hot, right? It burns long and hot, right? It's like it radiant a lot of heat. So I like mesquite for asador, oak for grilling, and pecan for smoking.
Awesome. Good tips. Wow.
Nice.
Thank you.
This favorite pit master to work with?
Ooh. You're gonna get me in trouble. So I have so many. I have so many.
Yeah.
I love to cook. You said, can you repeat the question? I wanna see what is the question. To work with in an event or to cook like
Either
for fun?
or it can do both.
Either.
I like
Since you like events, I'm curious for events.
well, I like to cook. I like to cook with Jeremy Yoder. His work ethics is outstanding. He's so focused, so professional. He's the first one there. He's the last one going home. He's the dedication and the passion that the guy has is absolutely inspiring. I love cooking with him because, and also when we cook together, we have different roles, right? So we don't have. It's not that we're cooking. He has his team there, all the soldiers, trimming and stuff, and I have my team. So I every time we have a chance to cook together, we cook because I think we it's the feeling I think is mutual. But I would say Jeremy, and if we are doing open fire, I would say, well, I can name a lot, right? The big hubs in South Texas is great. Mel, a lot of my guys, my OGs, I love to cook with them, have fun. But work wise, I would say Carla Di Lorenzo. She's an open fire chef in Miami. She was 2021. She was chosen the chef of the year by Certified Angus
Oh,
Beef. So the first time that a woman was picked, that was her.
wow.
She's an open fire pit master. She's a badass. I loved with her because we understand very good, and I don't have to tell her anything. She just cook, and she can cook anything open fire. So yeah, Carla Di Lorenzo, I would say. She's her handle. Her handle is she doesn't care too much about social media. She's a restaurant owner. She's a butcher and a professional chef. So she's very
Wow.
busy to post, but her handle is Chetanita. Chetanita, like
Chetanita.
CHE Tanita. Again, she doesn't post a lot.
All right.
Cool.
We'll check that out.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely just wrote it down.
Yeah.
So, Al, is there a certain when you barbecue, are you listening to a certain type of music or streaming station? Is there anything that's your go-to music-wise while you are on the pit?
Yeah, I like. Well, you change, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
now I'm in the stage that I like country music. I love
Mm-hmm.
country,
Yep.
so I kind of like that. But that's new. I never heard country before when I was in Argentina, right? But I like country when we're prepping and then once the event is like kind of going, finishing. I like
Mm-hmm.
to be more like rock and roll and the boys are always putting like cumbia and reggaeton and all that crap that I was like, whenever they can, they start putting all that shit. Like, okay. There's a rule in Argentina. We say we have all these rules for the pitmaster, right? Like, and one of the rules was like, the pitmaster doesn't put music, but he has the power to decide what to let off to
Yeah.
like to decide what to
Yep.
Yeah.
not this, not this.
Yeah, that's a good
Mhm.
rule. That's a great rule.
Mhm.
All right, and then the question that everybody in Wisconsin is waiting to hear the answer to: favorite beverage while barbecuing.
Vino,
Mm-hmm.
red wine,
Yep.
all the time.
Mhm.
Red wine and red meat, man.
Yep.
Yep.
That's Argentina right there, man.
Yeah.
That's how we grew up, and I like to drink everything, to be honest with you, but there's nothing that I don't like, but I really like to drink wine,
Mhm.
right? Because I think meat is very fatty, right? It's very fatty, and in Argentina also we eat a lot of organ foods, right? Like chinchulines and and mollejas and sweetbreads,
Mhm.
and sausages. So that's very fatty, greasy. So wine is because of the don't ask me the chemical explanation. That's for Jeremy, but I don't know why. But the wine is kind of clean everything, right? It's like whack. I don't think like soda or beer can do that, right?
Mhm.
Like wine is kind of clean. Like that's why I like
Mhm.
when while I'm eating. I like to do like bourbon too.
Mm-hmm.
While I'm cooking, I like wine, but before cooking, I can do beer or bourbon.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
But why everybody was waiting for that answer?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Lots. Al, that kind of wraps everything up here. So the kind of the last question we have for you, to end our interview, we always ask you, the fans would love to know what Al Frugoni has coming up, and anything else that you would like to share.
Well, yes, what happened this year, 2024, is that we got hired on big events to cook. That made us very, very proud, but also gave us a lot of exposure. And I think next year is gonna be even better, right? We're gonna be cooking a Smoke Slam. That's the new Memphis in May, right?
Yep.
We cooked like not long ago in the World Food Championship. We're fixing to cook in another big events, and that's pretty cool. I love, like I said before, I love to do events. We try to announce it every time we go somewhere so people can come.
Yeah.
Even if I always say that even creators, right? You want to hang out, you're gonna help. Come on, right? It's a great time. Like the three things that I like the most is traveling, meeting people, and cooking. So the events that's what they give you, right?
Yep. They do.
Yeah, it's a lot of events coming. I'm gonna go to England, Spain, and Australia. Also, all for
That's awesome.
that's pretty cool too.
That's awesome.
Everything, but for cooking, right? So that's pretty cool. I really wanna do. I don't know how it's gonna fit, but I really wanna do more classes. I like those. To teach people how to cook, like intense class, right? Like a one whole day cooking, and I like to do that a lot. It's very difficult to fit on the calendar, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Um, okay, the meetup, right? That you guys have to come next year. The meetup is the Texas Open Fire meetup in October. This year was absolutely amazing. It was like. I wasn't expecting that. We had more than 100 content creators. We have barbecue royalty. Taffy Stone was there. Mark Lambert, 7-time world champion. Jess Prowls, Derek Wolf. I don't know, Jerry. Like everybody was there. That's pretty cool. The vibe on the Texas Open Fire meetup is so cool. I think people appreciate that. It's like a 3-day get together that finishes with an open to public event, right?
Yeah.
So
I saw that. I was doing some research on it. I'm like, this would be awesome to go down to. We gotta do it.
Yeah, guys, you have to come. Everybody's welcome. Everybody, the meetup, the philosophy. We started 4 years ago, right after COVID. It was just a bunch of us, like less than 20. I remember, Mel Schmiller, Dark Side of the Grill.
Yep.
The crazy Canadian.
Yep. He is.
So we met in an event. I remember on a meetup, like in Alabama, and he was the first time in Alabama, and he was really enjoying it. And I said, dude, you have to come to Texas. So then we planned a date for Texas, and then I started calling. Okay, hey, dude, Mel is coming. Do you want to come? And a lot of these guys, Mike from Blazing Star, Willie from Adventures of the Fat Guy, Tone from TFTI. A lot of the guys, Misty from Seattle, right? Misty, Seattle's Butcher's wife, Brianna from Married to Barbecue. So a lot of the guys and girls, we just meet there and we cook, and that was the first year, and we had so much fun. But it was all these guys that now they own multiple open fire grills. They're the first time doing open fire. So now that how the open fire community expanded, right? We had that first one, Big Habs came, Big Habs from South Texas and Big Super Skewer. They came, so us three were the only ones that actually did open fire, so everybody else started doing open fire, and now they're experts. They own multiple grills, and then the event was growing, and this year was number 4, and having all these guys again, plus, multiply by 10, but the essence is the same. The philosophy is the same. It's learning from each other. It's meeting people, networking, share the same passion. If you have something to show, right? If it's your product, if it's your grill, if it's the way of cooking, right? So this year we kept all that, right? Taffy Stone did a great talk, 2 hours talk, and then the guys from Spain, they showcased their product. The Iberico pork. Jeremy did like a trimming class, and the Argentinian guy did like the Argentinian night. Um, it was pretty amazing. Man. So I invite all the creators for next year, including you guys.
I appreciate that. Now,
Yeah.
You
don't be
can come.
surprised
You're
if
gonna meet.
the three of us show up in the summer somewhere where you're competing, and so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Again, we need to coordinate. Everybody's invited, and we tell everybody come and do whatever you want to do. Right? Nobody's
Mhm.
obligated to work to do anything. But if you want
Mhm.
to work, you can work. But it's not obligation. So
Awesome, awesome.
so
Awesome.
it's pretty
Sounds
cool. Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, and the day when we had like 1,500 people, we sold out before the event started. We sold out, and then we had a lot of people coming showing in the door and without tickets, and we had to let them in,
Hmm.
right? Because we had enough food, right? We
Yeah.
cook a whole steer too, right? There were about 15 teams. We cooked so much food that nobody went hungry. So yeah, so yeah, we're gonna put on our website. We're gonna put like one sector of the website is gonna be like events, so we can start putting all the.
Yeah, that's why I was when I was checking out your website in depth the other day. That I came across the meetup, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, we need to go here. We need to go."
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a YouTube video we posted last week about the meetup and
Hmm.
the whole competition and everything.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty.
That's kind of like our goal, Al, is like this. Barbecue is not that big in Wisconsin. We have some places. It's not like the South, and it's just that's what we're just doing this. We're three teachers or four teachers when Brian's here, and just trying to spread the word and try to get something like what you're doing. It'd be so cool to do something in the Midwest, and they're starting to spread the word of the barbecue community here in snowy Wisconsin.
That's amazing, guys, and yeah, and that's a very honorable thing to do.
Thank you.
Barbecue spreading barbecue is what is this guy what he used to say? Barbecue is not. It's not gonna. It's not the oh shit. Sorry, now I started with my no hablo inglés. I'm trying to rephrase. Barbecue is not the way to world pass, but it's a good start.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Yep. Well said.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
No, it's not. I didn't say that. No, it's like this guy is super famous. I'm so bad with names. The chef, is super. People will know.
Well, Al, we appreciate your time. Like I said,
Of course.
this was I was nervous. I've never been nervous for these, and
Come on.
just seeing you and just following you and just hearing your voice is kind of surreal. So we thank you so much for
Come
coming
on.
on. And we always like to end our podcast with a little. That's a simple phrase we have, and that's "smoke on." So if you don't mind sending us off tonight with our phrase of "smoke on."
Can I say my phrase first and
You
then
can do it.
smoke on?
Yeah.
You're the
Do it.
Godfather. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Smoke on is your phrase, right?
Yeah.
Smoke
Yeah.
on. All right. All right. Open fire grilling is not a way of cooking; it's a way of life. Smoke on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.